Hello and welcome to a fantastic session where we can share and learn about an amazing strategy that will help us all to compound our accounts and to generate additional income streams, which is why ultimately we are all part of Team Elevate and we're growing together along this journey. So, as you can see, I'm in Harmonics. Harmonics is the package that we have access to as we have signed up to IM Academy. And we are going to be working through the slide. The slide. So, what is the slide? The slide is a strategy that will ultimately end up with your screen looking like this. And I'm going to take you through how you enable your screen to look like this. And then what do you look for when you're taking a trade? So first of all, go to harmonics.im and put your login details in. Now I'm going to go back, so I'm starting from scratch so that we can have a screen that looks completely blank. There we go. And this is how yours will look. So step one, we've got RSI. You need RSI, but we want it to be at input 7. So change that to 7. And then you want the plot to be thicker. Yes. And all our lines, really, we prefer them to be thicker. Now the upper limit on the RSI is an alert for a sell. So we change that to a red. So we know that it means sell. We can make it a bit thicker. You can make it thicker still if you like. And then the lower limit is an alert for a buy. So we make that blue. And we're making it thicker also. There we go. So I'll explain more about this in a moment, but I just want you to just copy exactly what I'm doing to set up your screen so it looks like mine. Now, the indicator that you're going to use next is the stochastic. And there it is with the purple center. Now, similar to the RSI, we need to go to settings and we need to change the input to 14.7 and then 3. And then the style, we want to make these lines thicker. So we're just going to go in, do similar to what we just did. Make this one thicker here. We're going to make this one thicker here. And so that's thickening these lines automatically. You can see it's making a difference. And then the upper limit, we'll do the same thing. It's a signal for a sell, so we'll make it red. And we will thicken it. And the lower limit, when it's down there, is a signal for a buy. So we will make that thicker as well. There we go. Now, we then have what I like to call onion rings, which are also known more professionally as Bollinger Bands. And what we're going to do is type in BOL or BB and you'll notice Bollinger Bands come up, and I want you to press that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll see them appear down here. Don't press 10 because then you just got too many. Now, if you do have too many, you can come over here and press X because you only need 5. Okay, so you can just delete the ones that you don't need. Now, at the moment, they've all got exactly the same parameters. We want to go in on the cog, the settings, and change them. And it's going to have an increment of 0.5 where the 2s are. So 2's fine on this one, but we want the length to be 50. And the first increment is 2. And then the length for all of them will be 50, but we'll have an increment rise of 0.5. So this is 2.5. This one will be 50 on the top, 3. Next one will be 50 on the top, 3.5. And the last one will be 50, and you guessed it, 4. So we now can see our lovely onion rings forming. Now, what we want to become are independent traders, where we can come into this particular Harmonics, snap this screen when we see something that is triggered, and share it with the compound group. So it should just be a number of charts that's coming through, that we're all doing the work, we're all sharing, and we're all building our accounts. Now, how do we use this information now? Now that you've got everything set up, well done for getting this far. We are more focusing on the 1 hour. You can choose to use the 15-minute as well. That's absolutely fine. If you want to use the 15-minute, 30-minute, but we are I'm going to use the 1 hour in this instance. And you will, as you become more used to it, you'll decide whether you want to use the 4 hour or the daily. You make those choices. So here at the D point, when you get the alert from Telegram to tell you that there's a new chart, you just go straight in, and if that D point has overbought, which means it's below the blue lines on the RSI and on the stochastic, so both of them need to be overbought, which we can see at the D point is here. We take it up to TP1 straight away. That's it. That is TP1. That's TP1. Now, the other thing that we need to make sure is that you have checked the 4 hour chart on TradingView. Okay, so you go into TradingView and you'll make sure that the chart that you're in, let's just quickly go there, the chart that you're in, and this one is Aussie USD. On the 4 hour, the trend matches. The trend is your friend until the bend in the end. Yes? So, I know you love that song. So 4 hours. This here, we can see is consolidated at the moment. Yeah. So we might say we don't really want to take that trade, but we can also see that this has, on a long term, it is in an upward trend here. Yeah. So, and we can see that it's turning around. So I'd be happy to take that trade as a buy. Okay, we've got some consolidation here, but it looks as if, one, it's on an upward trend overall, and two, it's had a point here and it looks as if it's moving up. So we can take that up until TP1, which is what has happened. Can you see that it's actually hit TP1? Let's make that a bit bigger. Yeah, it's actually moved from D up to TP1. Yeah, so that's all we want it to do if it's overbought here and here. Now, the onion rings, why have we done the onion rings? If the D point is deeper into the onion ring, past line number 2, then we can take this up to TP2 if we wish. Okay, so I believe that this will turn around and make it back up to TP2. Why? Because this is deeper into the onion rings. This is onion ring line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, which we've got over here. So if it is past line number 2, either at the bottom or the top, then we are happy to take it to TP2. You can test this out on your demo first, but overbought on both of these means TP1, which we've seen happen in front of our eyes. And even though it's having a pullback there, it should make it back up to TP2 again. or we can monitor that and we can see it over time. So that is the strategy. I hope that makes sense. I hope to see a lot of charts coming into the box, the chat box, and make sure that you check your trend, the overall trend on the 4-hour chart, to ensure that we are in line, because as we know, the trend is our friend, and we are definitely in an upward trend here. So this is what I'm just about to put into my phone right now. Okay, have a blessed day and all the best with your trading, with everything that you're putting your hands to. This is going to be an amazing year for all of the team, and we will grow and we will support each other through all of these things. All the best. Thanks for your time.